Okay, so we're going to do a quick tutorial on the Getac tablet here, which is sitting on my computer screen here. First off, you should see this screen, or you may see this screen. This is how you log in, and if you can see, it does say maintenance over here and driver over here. So this is how we log into our routes. If you're back in this screen, this is going to be logging into your Getac. It's the Synchromatics. This is going to be where you do your pre and post trip. That's transit check. So to log in to Synchromatics for our run, we simply just hit that icon. Then we select driver. Then it gives us a list of all the drivers. So we can scroll, or if we click up here, you can enter in your number. So we'll use 341. It's Charles. And we'll click it, and then we hit next. Here we're going to see a list of all the runs that we have, and this is the run number. This is not your route number or block number. This is the run number. This is the number that you bid on. So when you log in, you need to know what route you are, what run you are. And it'll also be listed on the paddle sheet. If you're running that route for somebody, it'll be listed on there on the top. It'll say run 34, block 10, or something like that. So we scroll down, and it should be in numerical order. So you see the 100s, those are the peaks, and then, you get the PM guys are on the bottom side, and, let's say we're run 30 PM Monday and Tuesday. You also need to check your days. If you do something different days of the week, you need to make sure you're choosing the right day. So I'm going to choose run 30 PM, and then hit next. From here, it gives me all my different trips. So as I come up here, if I'm starting at 12:15, I want to hit that one. If I'm starting at 2:15 after lunch, I hit this one. So I'm going to hit this one right here, and then next, and then sign me in. From there, we're going to sign into our login screen right here. And you can see this one's not connected to the internet right now, so it's not really going to boot up. But it requires all the information here. If you have any issues, you can always hit manually start trip, and it'll start your trip normally. We have a couple different options over here. First off is your messages. So if this box is flashing red, that means dispatch is trying to send you a message. If you need to send dispatch a message, you can come in here and type in a message and hit send message, and it'll send it to them. All right. And then over here, we have our break option. Let me back out of this here. There we go. Lower it down. We have a break option. If you go to break, you can go ahead and select go on break, or you can select cancel. You can also go to switch. From here you can switch drivers. So if you're an extra board driver and you're jumping in the seat for somebody else, you can go ahead and hit switch trip or switch driver. You can come down here and find yourself, or switch trip. If the MDT is not updating, you can then scroll down to the next trip. Sign out, and then emergency. If you hit this emergency, press and hold to confirm, and it'll email and send everybody an email and a phone call and GPS coordinates for your bus. Let's say we're going down the road and we're having some trouble, and for some odd reason your head sign's not working appropriately. You need to manually change it. All you have to do is, if you hit this settings button, which isn't working, but there it is. So settings, you can control the brightness of the screen. You can also adjust the interior and exterior annunciator. And then on head sign, if it says head sign on or off, you can click that little pill right there, and you can actually control the head sign manually via the head sign control by using the up and down arrows, or you can control it right. If you leave it on this one, it'll actually control it automatically and update it as you go along your route. And then to exit out of that, you click that. There it is. All right. Oops. I'm getting a little too antsy with it. So there we are, and we're back to our screen. That's the basics of it. Normally this will tell you whether or not you're on route, something like that. It might say off route, so on and so forth. To sign out, all you got to do is hit sign out. Yes, sign out. And there you go. It's important that you're logging in correctly, because eventually these will control our fare boxes. It'll control your route number and your driver number in the fare box. So if you're not doing it correctly, it's going to cause problems down the road for us. So this is a quick tutorial on the Synchromatics piece. There'll be one posted up on the transit check as well. Alright, let's talk a little bit about transit check in the tablet here. So a lot of times when you come onto your bus, you're going to see this screen, or you may see this screen. In order to get to this screen, you just hit the center button. You always want to go to the home page there to access your transit check or your Synchromatics NDT. So we want transit check. This is our pre-trip, post-trip software. We're going to hit this icon right there. And it's going to come up a pre-trip report. That's what will come up most likely. From here, it asks for your username and password. Just click it, and your username is going to be your driver number. So I'm going to enter in mine, which is 10265, and then press the green, and everybody's pin is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Boom. Alright, and then log in. From there, we'll open up to this screen where we have multiple different options. It tells me that I'm in 1921. Alright, it's going to say start inspection over here, so I'm going to click start inspection. And apparently somebody has warning on it, so we're going to OK. We're going to do a pre-trip, so we want to select pre-trip. And we're going to go down the list here. So now it's asking me enter in the odometer, since and these are tailored for the different buses. This is on a trolley, so I'm going to say 2666. There we go. All right. And if it's weird, it's going to ask you to confirm it. Then it's going to ask me about lift working properly. The dash lights working properly, and so on and so forth. It's going to ask me to go all the way down this nice list. Now, there are a couple different features over here on the right. You're going to see, sorry, my stylus is getting in the way there. There's a flashlight function. So if I hit this, it'll turn on my flashlight on the back. There's actually keys located near the tablet on the Gilligs. It's going to be located right kind of behind the fare box up against the front of the bus there. It's on a reel. It could ask you to take a picture, so you can actually pull this tablet out of the dock. Ask you to take a picture. You can take a picture of some stuff and attach it to the report. You can video some stuff. You can make a comment on it, and so on and so forth. If you don't know what I'm asking for when it talks about like head signs, you can go ahead and just click the info button, and it'll come up and says check the front rear signs are powered and displays properly. So now, if something's not working, it'll ask you to, you can hit not working, and it'll red flag it or yellow flag it. And we can say foot horn not working. And you just type it in just like you would on like a smartphone. If you see 3 columns, it's working properly. Is green light, yellow light, and red light. So if I hit in something in the middle, it'll yellow flag it. And it'll just go down the list here. And once again, this is real simple. This is just a reporting software. It's like using your hard card, except it's on a tablet now. We'll just keep on going down here. Bumper secure. Let's say we found new body damage. So there's totally something new with it. We click that. It's going to ask us to take a picture. At that point, that's when you'd have it out of the cradle. You go back there and snap a photo of it. And then it'll ask you to accept or deny it or retake it. You can go ahead and accept it. You can continue on. More body damage, front body damage, front. So now we're in the front of the vehicle, we're in the exterior, buses and rims. So once I get back to these guys, and what we're going to do, if you miss something, you can just hit the go back, and it'll let you go back. These are for multiple locations, so you don't have to report your left and right tire. You report them all on one screen here, which makes it a little bit easier. And then at the very end, all you got to do is sign your name. You can use your finger. You don't need a stylus to do it. You just sign your name on it, and then you hit certify inspection, and I'll bring it to shop. It'll go right up to their server so they can see it. If you make a mistake and you want to end it without finishing, you hit the back button, press and hold, and it'll cancel the whole inspection. So now shop has no clue I even did that inspection. Real quickly, to get back into your Synchromatics to get your day started, hit the center button, and it'll always take you back to the home screen. Then you can log into Synchromatics that way and go from there. If you have any questions, please ask your supervisor. It's important that we're getting these done right, because we are going to go away from the cards, and we're going to go into transit check the whole fleet. So everybody needs to know what they're doing with it. And if you have any questions, just ask us. Thanks. Bye.